Hey, how is everybody doing on YouTube? We're excited, guys. My name is Nate Slowski with Tightline Outdoors. We have never done a lot on YouTube. We have a handful of videos up there, but we are dedicated to you, our following on YouTube, and we're going to bring you a ton of content to help you catch more fish every time you're on the water. So again, we're excited about it. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, share it with your friends. We're excited to grow our YouTube following and bring you a ton of content. With that, we're going to have an entire how-to series. So we're going to be releasing a ton of content on how to catch more fish, how to catch bigger fish, walking you through the perspective coming from a pro angler and a guide of what we do every day on the water that helps us catch more fish. So today's how-to, I want to talk to you about catching big, giant lake trout, right? Next level, the huge fish. Everybody wants to do it. It's a hot topic, but I want to talk to you about ways to increase those odds. So we have another video on here talking about how to increase the sensitivity of your rod and how to deliver a faster, more powerful hook set to land more fish. So go find that video, watch that. But right now, it's about a technique, not about gear, not about anything else, about the technique of how to catch these bigger fish, right? There's a very top secret bait for lake trout called the tube jig, right? Everybody's laughing. Everybody uses these baits and they catch lake trout, but I want to talk to you about how to increase it, right? You go out on your body of water right now, you take any of these tube jigs, you drop it down, you jig it in a vertical presence, lake trout swarm in and they look and they look and they look. What, maybe 1 in 10, 1 in 15 actually takes the bait, and when they do, it's so light, the odds of you hooking that fish are fairly slim. That's lake trout fishing, right? Curious fish, light biting, deep water. Nothing is in your favor as the angler. But the technique that we're going to talk about is dragging jigs. Not near enough anglers are dragging jigs, and I promise you, number one, it's going to drastically get more bites. So you're going to get more opportunity at fish. Number two, the fish are going to take the bait in a more aggressive manner, so you're going to feel that take, which is a good thing. And number three, the size of your lake trout will go up in this fashion. So dragging tubes is the how-to. So, number one, I want to talk about jig heads. No matter the shape, with a little more head heavy or head forward or weight forward or a traditional tube style head, with that, you want to increase the weight of your head. So when I'm dragging tubes, I want a heavy jig head. So 1.25 ounces, 1.5 ounces, even 2 ounces. Increase the size of that jig head. You're going to need weight to accomplish this. So heavier jig head. Then again, select your tube. You have 7-inch tubes, 5s. We have some custom poured stuff. Again, I really don't care about your tube. You just want a heavy head in that tube. At this point, you are now going to go out to your piece of structure where you're fishing, a flat, a hump, a channel edge. You're going to go to your fishing where your lake trout are. Everybody else will be vertical jigging. What I want you to do is to drag these tubes along. Depending on how deep it is, will determine how fast you can go in your boat. Ideally, I want to go as fast as I possibly can. Sometimes I'm even going 1 mile an hour. So, the faster is my goal. Generally speaking, if it's available to me, if I'm in, sub 90 feet of water, so I'm in 20, 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet, even up to flirting with that 100-foot zone, I'm going to be trying to go 1 mile an hour. But some situations I might have to go down as slow as maybe even 0.5 mile an hour. But long story short, 0.5 to 1 mile an hour, drop your jig down. You have got to drag that jig on bottom. So you're going to drop that big tube, hit bottom. Once you're on bottom, I'm going to do little pops. So as the boat is dragging, my tube is on bottom the entire time, and I'm just doing little hops, hopscotching that jig along. So it's kind of dragging, it's kind of bouncing, it's making noise as it hits bottom. Everything is in my favor. The jig is moving along, and I'm just doing little hops with that rod, hopscotching that jig along bottom. It's making noise, it's kicking up dust, it's rolling, and it's hopping along. And this drastically is going to create a reaction bite. That reaction bite is going to get you more fish and bigger fish. So you're covering water, which is a good thing. By hopping it along, you're creating that more aggressive bite. So you feel it, which is a good thing. You're going to have a great rock solid hook set because you're moving the bait already in a forward motion. We love that, and we get bigger fish. So all of those are going to lead to a more successful day on more fish, bigger fish, more aggressive takes. It is all in your favor. So, how-to technique, go out. Most of you have all this gear. You even know where to fish, but you're not catching the fish that you want. How to do that? Dragging those jigs. Get rid of the vertical concept. Drag your tube jigs in all situations, and I promise you, you're going to see major results. So right now, get out there. 0.5 mile an hour to 1 mile an hour. Increase your weight. Hop that jig. That jig needs to stay in the bottom 6 inches, making contact as much as you can. Hopscotch and drag that jig along. It's going to catch you a lot more fish and a lot bigger fish at the end of the day.
Burlington's official first lake trout. He's jigging for about 40 seconds.
How you feeling, Eric?
No leader yet. How much you find? I think it's 10 foot will get leader. Big burp. So there's the fish. There's the air bubbles. There's the beans and eggs. You get the fish. The fish is on bottom. He's at 15 foot. Coming up. Leader.
Yeah, buddy.
Holy shit. Whoa. Good night.
Attaboy.
Giant fish.